Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for the support thus far. As I mentioned before, I'm doing some vlogs on Mexico, so this is part 3. If you're new here, hit that subscription button. Also, follow me over on Instagram as well as TikTok at Amanda's876Adventures. As I mentioned before, this is part 3 of the vlogs that I'm doing on Mexico. I went there, I had an amazing time. So if it is that you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, then you definitely have to go and check that out before divulging into part 3. But without further ado, let me get straight into the vlog. Now, today is actually the second day when we were down in Mexico. So after we went to the Shamboa restaurant, we came home around 12 in the night or so, and the following morning was just a chill morning by the pool. So, we slept in, we woke up when we felt like it, we got breakfast, and I made my way down to the pool. Now, I'm just doing a quick view of the pool area that's at the hotel. Again, we stayed at Royal Solaris, Cancun. If you guys haven't checked out that vlog, I did a whole vlog about how the hotel was and all of that, so I won't really get into it in this particular vlog. You guys will just have to go and check out the other one, right? Now, my aim for today was to just chill by the pool and drink. I was hoping for like a pool party and just have a good time. So I was down there from the beginning. But the pool bar opens at 11, so I'm just here waiting. I'm always punctual. Ashley and I were here waiting. Don't think it's me alone. We're ready and waiting. Alright, so we're there from like 10:30, but apparently the pool bar opened at 11, but I was willing to wait. As you can see, we started off with some shots. And again, as you can see from this clip right here, it's just the 3 of us. And while I was very much ready to have a drink after another drink after another drink, and let me tell you guys, these workers, they were super fast. They were like very hard working, I must say. But everybody wasn't here, so I took it upon myself to go and find everybody else. I went up to their rooms, I got them. When we came back down, pool party, I guess this is Mexico version of the pool party. Right, when we got back down here, people were dancing, the kids were involved. It's a family resort. I feel like the next time I go anywhere, I don't want to go to a family resort. But, Miss Ashley was lit, Kitty was down there, and, we were ready to just have a good time and be a part of the pool party and embrace their culture. Now, the people I went for, the rest of the group, here they are. They were upstairs in their room watching Disney. Granted, I also got carried away watching Disney because it was an old Disney movie. But, Ashley and Stu, they were on the same vibe that I was on, and we were ready. Told them to order 6 more shots because we were coming, and that they did. One thing about me, I'm gonna let you drink. If we go anywhere with me, 9 out of 10 times, especially if we're going there to have a good time, I'm gonna be giving you guys drinks. Now, while we're here, they were playing 1 Maga, 2 Maga, 3 Macarena, 4 Maga, 5 Maga, 6 Maga, 7, guys, look at that guy in the back just staring at us. I'm just seeing that like he's literally like a whole pause. I don't know, maybe he was looking for somebody. I'm reading too much into it. So Stu was teaching us how to do the cheers. I still don't catch it. Arriba, abajo, acentra, alant. I still don't know it, right? So each time we did a cheer with any shots or any drink, we did it. So we eventually caught it, right? And like I said, we were taking shots after shots after shots. Now guys, watch this. Now, did you guys see that? I'm gonna slow this down for you again. Look at that. She threw away her shot like and I didn't even realize this until like after the fact, obviously when I'm looking over these videos and then look at it. She proceeds to dance with me, boost me up, all of the above. I thought we were in this together, we were taking shots. I was just like, yeah, uno más, and she was just like, no, it would be seis más because it's 6 of us, right? So that means we want 6 more shots. And I was ordering another shot and another shot. All this time, she didn't even take hers. Boy, I'm telling you that, sometimes you watch over some of these videos, you see some stuff. But I spent the entire time at the pool bar because guess what? I mean, it was sheltered. I was really in the sun. What's wrong with our fun? Anyways, each person that we met by the pool bar, we got a little conversation and we did the cheer all over again. We took another shot. So every time somebody came up to the pool bar, we had some form of conversation. This guy, I think he was from Canada. We met a lot of people that by doing that, but also got wasted by doing that. She was explaining why she had her fan. She had it everywhere, but the Asian glow is real, so I understand. But not only took shots, but we also had like some blended drinks. I got like a blended mojito. It wasn't really the greatest, but had it just the same. After a while, it was time to eat because we actually have an excursion in the evening and they have a sushi bar, so we got some sushi. I just needed to sober up a little bit because I took so many shots. And by this time, I was telling all of them that I love them, which is when you know that it's time for me to, to start drinking some water.
I'm so nice right now. I love them. The Asian bro.
We're off the bait. We're off the bait.
Asian bro. I love them. Katie, baby.
After your exercise,
that's smart. That's smart. He knows Spanish, so he's helping us through.
I know Spanish too. And Espanol.
That's Kitty. Kitty is as lit as I am.
Tell him. Mi nombre en inglés es Stuart, pero en español es Stuart.
What he said. What he said.
No, it was sober. Oh, and I still had another drink. Make it make sense. Anyways, like I said, we had an excursion booked in the evening. It was another shuttle bus. Oh God, the shuttle bus. But I knew this one would have been a shuttle bus. Again, I'm gonna talk about all of this in the part 4 vlog. But I managed to change, get dressed. Look at me wobble down the aisle to my seat. It was only us on the shuttle bus, so I didn't mind. But to be very honest, the entire ride to the excursion, I don't really remember much of it. Obviously, I'm awake right here, still vlogging, but I don't really remember much of this. But nonetheless, right, your girl made it. We're at Xplor Fuego, right? It is adventure park here. Yeah, that's the sign. An adventure park where we're gonna do zip line, ATV, and all those stuff. But first things first, if you know me, then I'm big on bug spray, so we have to put on the mosquito repellent and all of that. So guys, to be very honest, the fact that I made it here, this is why you travel with group. You travel with a group of friends and so forth. Our excursion, I think they picked us at 3:30, and this was the night one, because they're supposed to have some fire thing where you can, but anyways, we're gonna get into that. So it was packed. There's a long line. You come, you get your helmet, you get fitted. Everybody had to wear the helmet, and no time was wasted. We went and we started. Now, the harness was one of the most uncomfortable things that I put on, but we started with the zip line. I must say also that we got lost. It's 8 of us, and at the beginning of these excursions, I don't know what took place, but we misplaced each other. And so it was 4 and 4, and we don't know how that happened, but in the end it worked out anyway. So first things first is the zip line, right? So this is strong. This was one of the first zip line that we did, and you saw from the view before, it's very high up, right? So Chung went and she did her zip line, and I went. You guys know I'm always repping, right? Always. So I really enjoyed it. But you see, when you're kind of tipsy, everything kind of, like 10 times better when you're tipsy. Why was I coming off of the zip line like this? Oh God! Again, don't do it. Don't be like me, guys. Don't be like me. Don't go to the adventure park partially tipsy. I remember doing the zip line and everything, though. I must say that the bus ride there kind of sobered me up a little bit. But we had zip line after zip line after zip line, and getting from one zip line to the other was a whole adventure. We had this wobbly walking bridge that we got to go on. Then if it wasn't a walking bridge like this, there was this fountain. I don't even know, what is this, a fountain? I don't really know. All I know is that it was very high up, and if you have bad knees, if you have a heart problem, if you just know you're gonna get tired easily, I'm not sure if this is this place for you, because look at this. You had to come all the way at the top, and I was tired. There were 7 zip lines, and I think it was just 3 zip lines too long, and there was no point where you could get off of the zip line. So if you start, you have to commit. But I must say, the view at the top was absolutely everything. But again, we're still making our way to do more zip line. Guys, make sure you bring your water shoe or sneakers, not slippers, right? 2 of them out of the group never paid attention to the list and ended up being barefoot, but that's a different story. It was a snack area, thank God. We got some churros. It was really nice. They had this station that had flavored water. They had agua de Jamaica, which is hibiscus water, which was really and truly watered down sorrel without any sweetener, without any ginger or any wine. But we got the refreshment. We were happy about that, and we made our way around to the last zip line. Now, what I forgot to mention about this place is that once you go in, you can go anywhere and start anywhere. So like if you have a family and they want to run around freely, you can just stay in one place, like right here, stay in the hammock and just let them run wild. This is the last zip line that we're gonna do. It's a zip line that brings you down into the water, right? And my advice to you guys, if you're gonna go here, is bring a change of clothes, right? Bring a change of clothes. So yeah, but perfect place for the family if it is that you want to just chillax and just let the children run a while and go from point A to point B. They have the hammock zip line. Like I said, it brings you down into the water. That person went. It was our turn. I mean, it was good. I was all zipped line out at this point, to be very honest, and I was dry and I didn't want my clothes to get wet, so I never really thought about it until afterwards. But so it go. That's just literally so it goes sometimes. But luckily my friend actually brought extra clothes for me. God bless her. That's what she had in the bag. So we made our way. We're done with the zip line. As you can see, it was kind of long. And then the next thing was the ATV, but they weren't really ATV. They were kind of like dune buggies. And I actually thought they were ATVs. And like I said, we went in the evening tour because it's called Xplor Fuego, because when you drive through a particular part in the ATV, there's supposed to be fire in some places. We never saw any fire. So they're very slow. Let me start by saying that. One, it's kind of hard to reach the pedal. 2, when we just came here, they let us watch a video, and in the video they were basically saying, like, if you crash the cart or the dune buggy or there's any damage, you're gonna be responsible for fixing it, right? So you can see that it has the appearance of a cave is really and truly what's going on. And guys, let me tell you something. I am driving the dune buggy, making my way downtown, walking fast or well, I wasn't driving fast because you can't really go that fast. And the steering wheel just went right, and I literally crashed into a little tree thing. So it's like and I couldn't reverse. The gear was jammed, and I'm just like, Lord, Would you look at this? And by this time, guys, I was sober. Let me just add that in right there. By this time, I was very sober. You guys saw that about a while ago. Anyways, by this time, I was actually very much sober, right? Because several hours have passed, and I was just like, Lord, why this had to happen to me? Why we had to come here and crash into this thing? But afterwards, the guy then came around. They said that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes the gear gets stuck. I had to hop onto the ride of some stranger that I didn't know, and then they let us go again. So we went through the entire thing twice, and I really didn't want to do that. So that's one of the good things about this adventure park, I guess. You can go as many times as you like. Once you pay your money, you pay it one time, and you can go how many times you want. Now, we decided to go to the buffet after the zip line and the Dune buggy. Funny enough, I mentioned before that the group got split up in two, but when we were entering the buffet, we actually ran into each other at the same time. And we don't have Wi-Fi, we don't have service, so it was impossible for us to actually message each other. So I was so happy that we found each other. As you can see, this buffet area has labels. Was very happy about that, right? For the most part, they had mac and cheese, wings, they had ice cream, hot dogs, pizza, burgers, they had pasta. That's the pasta right there, but it was finished. They had refilled it, but they had a lot of quote unquote American food, so it was actually quite nice. The food was actually seasoned, it tasted really well. I was very happy about that. I don't even recall seeing like a taco station or anything like that. They had salad station, they had salmon, all of those different stuff. No, like I said, this is Xplor Fuego, which is a night trip. I think we arrived around 4 o'clock, and the shuttle was gonna leave around 10 or 11. No, I won't lie. After the Dune buggy and the ATV, that was it for me. I was pretty much tired. I was wet, and I didn't want to get wet again. There was a river raft thing and some other water activities left to go. And how I am is like, anytime I get wet and like the breeze blowing me, I start sneezing and all of that, and I can't be bothered with that. So I never went. Plus, the other half of the group said they did it, and it wasn't really the greatest per se. Something you could have missed. So I was fine with it. I got my ice cream, got my food. After we sat and ate together, we went back to the area where the hammocks were, and I kind of just chilled right there until it was time for the shuttle to come and get us and for us to leave. So again, this came with a shuttle bus. I kind of wished if it was that we drove, we could have left when we wanted to, but we had to wait on the shuttle, which is just one of those things. This is what I got. And as I said, the food was good, and this was actually one of the first time that all 8 of us actually sat down together and had dinner, because 2 out of the 8 of us, they booked their hotel late, so they weren't at our hotel, they were staying at another hotel, so we never really have that much time together all the time. But anywho, we enjoyed Xplor. We went home because the following day we're gonna go to Tulum. Now, this is not the vlog where I tell you where we go down to Tulum. I did that vlog already, so you guys can check it out. On this particular day was actually Sunday, which was the day after we went to Tulum and went to Mandala Club, and we're heading to Isla Mujeres, which is a little island just right off of the coast of Mexico. We booked this with the travel agency. Again, I would not recommend the company that I used, but it was $69. That did not include round trip transportation to and from the dock, so we had to pay them separate to drop us here. And I mean, I was fine with that. Guys, look at the beach, look at the seaweed. Ooh, it was seaweed. It was the beginning of the seaweed season. Oh my god. Anyways, obviously this is us making our way down the pier. Guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'm trying to reach 10k subs, so help your girl out. But anyways, when we got on the boat, this was my entire mood. I picked that spot, and that was my spot for the most part. Like I said, the night before this particular trip, we went to Club Mandala. We never got into 3 a.m. and then we had to wake up at 7:30 to meet the shuttle to come here. So that's like 4 hours of sleep, and then I was all tequila'd out. Y'all know how it is when you're on a trip and you book these excursions. Like, they always want to pick you up so early in the morning, and then you want to go out late at night. So my advice, guys, put a day in between each where you don't do any excursion, or some amount of relaxation. That's my advice. Anyways, this excursion obviously includes snorkeling as well. It was a lot of us on the catamaran, right? They put out a rope, we all lined up on the rope, and then they brought us out. Let me tell you, everything in Mexico was very fast paced. I don't know if it's because it was the holiday, but they just kept going so fast. I kind of felt rushed and in some of the stuff that we were doing, but and I don't know, because like here in Jamaica, everything is just like, yeah, chill, take your time, no problem, relax. But there are a lot of fishes in the water, as you can see. I feel like they were kind of far away, so I guess the GoPro don't really show it as clearly as I would like it to be. But when I was there looking at them, there was a whole lot of them. The coral reef, I don't know, I guess I'll let you guys be the judge of it as to whether it's very much alive or not. Or I mean, there wasn't really that much bright colors with the reef, but there was some there. I mean, in a bad. I guess it's coming along, and it was a lot of us out there, anyways. And the waves rocked us left, rocked us right, and the life jacket was just not helping. But there was the underwater sculpture that we wanted to see. These ones were some fingers. I don't know if this was some sign language, if it actually was saying a message and it meant something. I don't know. The guide never said it. Once we got down here where the sculptures was, they just quickly told us, listen, it was time for us to go back on the boat. So the snorkeling in and of itself never lasted more than half an hour, if that much, if it even lasted that long. But saw a couple fish. Personally, when I snorkel, I will spend a whole hour in the water until I'm shriveled up, going from one end to the other end, looking for stingrays and all of those stuff. But this excursion was clearly a bit different. Also on the catamaran, they had a whole little party session, right? Everybody was really getting into it. Again, listen, the culture in Mexico is so different from Jamaican culture in terms of how they dance and everything. But everybody was having a good time. It was very family orientated. They had to follow the leader. Yeah. But to be very honest, I was so tired after going to Mandala the night before that I couldn't really partake too much in all of this dancing and all of that what they had up here. But just so you guys know that there's a party on the boat, and the alcohol on it is also free. They had tequila, of course, but at this point I didn't want to say any more tequila. But this is where we're at. This is where we wanted to go, Isla. And oh my god, this is what a beach looks like. There was no seaweed. It was nice. It was beautiful. There were some beach clubs on this little island as well. It's bigger than what I thought it would have been. When we arrived, this guy saw us and was just like, where are you from? And I was just like, Jamaica. And you'll see our conversation. Jamaica. Are you ready for tequila? It's like every time anybody asks us where we're from and we said Jamaica, they either mention Usain Bolt or they proceeded to curse a bad word, which is usually bubbleclad. But in this particular clip, there was a lot of music in the background, so you guys won't hear what I'm saying. But I was just saying that today is a melody. We're just gonna chill. I was drinking water, no more tequila, just water. Went down on the beach, took a stroll. And I was calling Ashley and others, tell them to come over. The beach was beautiful and everything, but it was also very hot. But we got our Baywatch on. We took 2 pictures. We had to do the little showstopper twirl and all of that, and that we did. Yeah, but and I had to rep. I had my flag. Right, I had to rep everywhere I go. I bring my flag and I take pictures, guys, every single where. How did you know where I'm from? Yeah, two pictures. Everybody know I'm from Jamaica. This guy saw me and borrowed the flag and took some pics as well. Funny enough, not everywhere in Mexico you can go and take out a flag like that and just take pictures. Like Chichen, for example, you can't. But the whole vibe down here reminded me of Maiden Key here in Jamaica, where you have your boat, you pull up, everybody play music, vibe. You know, the water was pretty shallow. You could walk all the way down. You know, I spent a good amount of time out in the water, and then I got out because the sun was sunning. The sun was sunning. Plus, they also told me that, you know, the buffet was open and your girl was hungry, so definitely food time. No, the buffet was a lot of people. It was a lot of people, and by far this was actually the worst buffet that we had since we've been in Mexico. The food had rice, mashed potatoes, nachos. We stuck with the nachos and the cheese. The chicken was so pale. Oh my God, it was no, it wasn't it. They had a salad station and everything, but you know, just nibbled on a couple stuff, and then afterwards went back out onto the onto the beach, walked around the property. So they have several beach clubs on down here at Isla. There was actually this massage station right here, and this area we actually never really had access to in terms of an umbrella, so for you had to pay for it. So over here we never had access to this particular beach club, but there was a party that was just about to go on, and the DJ was playing some Jamaican music, and I was vibing to it. So anyways, I went and I got a massage. It was $30 for half an hour. I went in, you know, they washed off the sand off your feet, you know, they meticulously took off your swimsuit, and they gave you a massage, and it was very, very, oh God, it was really, really good. So it was like 30 minutes in heaven, which was, you know, enough for me. I was rejuvenated, and I was ready again to go back into the water, and that I did. So for the most part, the island was very good. You can leave the island, explore. About most of my souvenirs down this part as well, you know, and that was pretty much the day down here. Afterwards, the boat came back and picked us up. So I'm just going to show you guys one more look at the beach, one more look at the docking area, and we're back on our catamaran heading back towards Cancun. And again, the massage, like I said, I was rejuvenated, so I was definitely repping, letting everybody know where I'm from. And I mean, that was pretty much it. For the most part, following that, we went home because we had to get up super, super early for our flight the following day. Now, before I talk about my flight, I want you guys to know that when we went back on the catamaran and we docked in our area, that our tour company forgot us. As we docked, I was just like, hey, you know, we're here. Are you gonna send the person to pick us up, because we already paid for it? We already paid for the transportation, and they just left us stranded. A whole hour passed, nobody. I'm talking to the guy, him say he can't get through to any other drivers, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, how is this even possible? And we had to take a taxi and go home. So again, I would never recommend my tour company to anybody, and I'm going to talk about that in the other vlog. But as you can see, right at the airport, they actually picked us up early, on time. Our flight was 7:30 a.m. We wanted to be there 3 hours earlier, so we we were up by 4 a.m. So when we left Isla, we got back to the hotel, which was around 7 p.m. We had to pack. Then, you know, went to bed to wake up 4 a.m. so we can come to the airport and do all of that. I did 2 separate flights. So I am going to go from Cancun to Miami, and then from Miami to Montego Bay. It's not a connecting flight per se, it's 2 separate flights. So you see, the thing with these flights, ensure that when you do them, there are several hours apart, because listen, I had to be running to catch the next flight. But showing you guys how the airport is. Luckily, when we got there in the morning, it wasn't packed, so we got through pretty quickly. So if you want to I wanted to buy some duty-free stuff. However, I only had a carry-on, so I couldn't really get anything because it would have to be checked, because I'm going from Cancun to Miami. But while I was in Miami, then I could have bought some stuff at that time, because you know, when you're doing these flights that aren't really connecting, but they're quote unquote connecting because you're trying to catch them, you can't be waiting around for your bag. If you check a bag, it takes some time for you to get back your bag, so you can't be waiting around for that. So yeah. I got a egg sandwich and orange juice. It wasn't good. The egg was very salty. But anyways, this is us or me, I should say. They were there as well. But this is when we're boarding our flight to Miami. We arrived in Miami, and let me tell you see this sky train in Miami? I hate it so much. You have to take the sky train to go down and then take it to come back up, and then a lot of go around, come round. But by the grace of God, we made our flight from Miami to Montego Bay, and this is the sky train. God, my word, man, this sky train. But nonetheless, I made it from Miami to Jamaica. This is beautiful, beautiful Jamaica. Only Jamaica have this nice, beautiful blue water. But that's pretty much it. That was my stay in Mexico. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you've watched all of the other vlogs and have been keeping up, I thank you so very much. Stay tuned for part 4 where I talk about how I did all of this on a budget. Your girl is traveling again because her birthday is coming up. So comment below where you think I'm going. And again, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate the support.